Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video, I'll be doing my episode review and recap for Season 1 of Episode 1 of the newly returned show, the one we're all familiar with, The X-Files, titled My Struggle. I did not get a chance to watch the premiere last night. However, I just finished watching it a few minutes ago, and this is my episode review video where I give my thoughts and opinions on it. And for those of you like me who are not caught up yet and you have not seen the new series premiere, the pilot episode, so to speak, don't keep watching. Don't keep watching or listening to this video, as I will be discussing spoilers from the very first episode of the return of X-Files. So you have been warned. That being said, first off, when they opened the episode with Mulder's voiceover narration, basically summing up the original show and his motivations, and then his relationship with Scully, and showing off the old photographs of fan-favorite monster characters like the Fluke Man and my personal favorite Eugene Victor Toombs, I was like, yes, a throwback, a TBT moment to the good old days of the X-Files, including Fluke Man and Eugene Victor Toombs. All right, nice to get a little shout out there. That was pretty cool. Overall, you know, I thought it was pretty damn good. What I was confused about was this meant to pick up after the series finale, the season 9 finale from way back in 2002? Like I said, guys, in my previous X-Files video where I did my top 5 favorite episodes, I mentioned how I had only binge-watched the series in the past 6 years. So I never watched it when it was originally on. I guess you could say I became a fan, you know, much later in life, after it had been off the air for many years. But anyway, what I was confused about was this new series, this new mini-series, supposed to pick up right after the series finale, where Mulder and Scully end up in New Mexico, basically to live in exile. They can't return to Washington, D.C. Their lives are over as they know it. They have to live in exile because of the truth that they know. You know, the truth that they know about the hybrid alien invasion that's supposed to happen in 2012, and Cigarette Man supposedly died, and obviously he didn't, and I'll get to that in a few minutes. But apparently, according to a buddy of mine, because I asked him about this earlier today at work, he said that it follows the second movie, and I had almost forgotten about the second movie, mostly because I never saw it. I was never a huge X-Files fan, and at the time when that movie came out, I never considered seeing it because, A, I wouldn't have known what the hell was going on, who was who, and, you know, stuff like that, because I never watched the show, and I heard pretty negative things about the movie. I don't think it did very well, both critically or financially. So I never got around to seeing the X-Files, I want to believe. But I guess this mini-series follows that movie, or it happens right after that movie or something. I don't know, but basically Dana is now a medical doctor, is like a full-time medical doctor or surgeon. Mulder is basically living, you know, in exile for the most part. You know, he's just become like he's become like a private investigator into the paranormal, but mostly into alien and UFO conspiracy. And then this TV web series reporter called The Truth Squad with Tad O'Malley reaches out to Mulder and Scully and reveals that he has new information regarding the U.S. government alien conspiracy dating all the way back to Roswell, and then it cuts in flashbacks between the present and then the 1947 crash of Roswell, New Mexico, and how that was the beginning of everything. That is what basically began this new wave of conspiracy and deception from 1947 till now up to the present. It was a lot of conspiracy theorist bullcrap that I normally don't agree with, but because it was on the X-Files and it's being done through, you know, fictional TV characters, it was quite bearable and enjoyable to listen to, because despite how batshit crazy Mulder and this Tad O'Malley guy sounded when they were explaining like the ultimate conspiracy theory for not aliens, but a group of evil men who mean to take over America, if not the entire world, using UFO alien technology. Listening to this wild conspiracy theory is like, huh, wow, what a creative, I guess, assumption, or what a creative, interesting way to bring together all these world events and all the stuff that's been happening since 1947 for Chris Carter to do, because he wrote and directed this first episode, and I'd have to say he did a pretty damn good job. I actually enjoyed it. I heard a lot of people did not really care for this first episode when it aired last night. A lot of people, I guess, felt disappointed by it. Like, it didn't feel like a typical X-Files episode. But for me personally, I guess I enjoyed it quite a bit. It had that element of mystery to it that, I always enjoyed about the X-Files. It always, it's like after every scene, it made you kind of raise your eyebrow like, that may seem kind of silly, but that I actually like that feeling that I get from watching an X-Files episode. And overall, I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. It was great seeing Mulder and Scully back at it. Assistant Director Skinner, the throwbacks to Fluke Man and Eugene Victor Toombs, and of course, everybody's favorite cigarette-smoking son of a bitch, the Smoking Man, is back. And he's super deformed and nasty looking, which totally accounts for what happened to him in the series finale many years ago when he was supposedly incinerated by fire while hiding in a cave that he was supposedly safe from alien invaders inside. That may sound confusing to you, but if you just read the plot synopsis or the summary from that finale, you'll understand what I mean. And then the last line of the episode, of course, is, "We have a small problem." Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. The X-Files have been reopened. And he's got one of those metallic holes in his throat that, lung cancer and smoking survivors tend to have. And of course that's where he smokes from, and there's smoke that comes out. That was pretty cool. And it's like everybody's favorite bad guy, the guy we love to hate, has returned. And so now we've got, this deal where I think, listening to Mulder in the episode, the premiere episode, when he basically spills the beans to Scully that their entire work on the X-Files from the original series, he said, "My whole life's work for the past decade was a waste of time." When he basically completely disregards what happened during the series' original run, the government conspiracy about the cover-up of alien existence and a pending alien invasion, the group of the evil syndicate collaborating with the aliens for creating human alien hybrids. He says all of that was just a lie to throw us off track, to throw us off course, and the truth is far more terrifying than we realized. And, he basically says that it's not aliens who are planning a takeover of the country or the world, it's men. It's a group of evil men using alien technology, going all the way back to the days of the 1947 Roswell crash, all the way up to now to the present. He basically comes up with this wild, insane, totally insane theory that aliens were never behind it. They were never involved. It was human men using alien technology to eventually make their move to take over the country, if not the entire world. So when he said that, it basically, I think, after he said that, I thought to myself, oh, I bet this is why people didn't like the premiere as much, because he was totally disregarding everything that happened in the original series run. And that's the show that everybody loved to watch, and it was a big favorite back in the day. And when you totally said none of it mattered, that's probably what pissed off most of the fans and, threw off a lot of the audience members when they said, Mulder, David Duchovny, is saying that nothing they did on the X-Files mattered, or it was all one big lie, a big gigantic deception, misleading Mulder and Scully all those years. It's kind of like saying, it didn't really matter that it happened. So I would totally understand why people did not like this first episode. However, I think the next one, it will prove to be a bit more interesting. And I think they're going to definitely make every episode interesting from here on out, because we've only got 5 more episodes left. Episode 2 premieres later tonight on Fox, of course, where you can catch it. Overall, enjoyable episode, but I could also understand why people did not really care for it. So I understand where some people are coming from, but for me personally, I enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't anything that made me go, whoa, but it made me go, oh, this is pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed it somewhat. And for those of you who didn't enjoy it, I'm very sorry that the premiere was disappointing to you. I do honestly hope that you enjoy the rest of the miniseries as it goes on for the next several weeks. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this episode review here on the EdWord. Don't forget to subscribe for more episode review and recap videos. And please feel free to comment and leave your comments and your feedback down below in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Let's be respectful and civil of one another's beliefs and opinions, of course. Let's keep it civil and respectful. What did you guys think of this premiere episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Why did you like it? Why did you dislike it? What do you think might happen in this miniseries event? What do you hope to see? Do you want to see a Monster of the Week episode, or do you think they should focus on this new conspiracy? Please sound off down below. I'd love to hear from everybody. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Have a great rest of the night. And of course, until next time, the truth is still out there.